Hello there, thank you for joining me. I'm Kira Woods and this is your weekly tarot forecast. Lovely to be with you today, and thanks for coming and joining me on my channel. If you're new to the channel, nice to see you, and if you haven't, so please subscribe, and if you're returning, thanks so much for coming back. It's always great that people are able to actually check out my videos. I'm just shuffling the cards. I'm going to draw 3 cards for the week. Alright, so let's have a look here. First thing I'm drawing is the 10 of Pentacles. And next is the 2 of Swords. King of Wands. Okay, so we have a nice mix here this week. So the only thing missing is a Cups card. It would be interesting if we drew a 4th card, we get a Cups card. Anyhow, I like to stick with 3, pretty much because I kind of see this as the first part of the week, middle, and end of week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, sort of Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But it's a combination of all 3, and how the energy comes together is how I see it fits for the week, and then resonates with whatever situations or circumstances are around you, so how that energy might be into play. So, we've drawn the 10 of Pentacles. Now, we've had this before, and in fact, this 10 of Pentacles also showed up in the monthly reading for the 2nd week of May. This is now the 3rd week because it's the 18th to the 24th. However, it really just sort of says to me that energy of the 10 of Pentacles is being carried over into the 3rd week, particularly coming up in the first card of the draw. So, 10 of Pentacles, for those of you who maybe haven't watched the monthly reading, remember the 10 of Pentacles, well, it's about material, it's about income, it's about resources, it's about security, all things around the material world. But the 10 is about, you've come to a completion point. You've kind of accomplished, you've reached a certain level of achievement, whether it be in your career path or your financial reserves or your home environment, long-term relationship, things like that. And you're being sort of compelled to really sort of think about, okay, how can I share what I have gained with others? And whether that be your time or your energy or your financial resources or your wisdom around how you've achieved it. It's around connecting and sharing with family and friends and your extended community. This card sort of reminds me a little bit of the wealthy father figure, or the member of the family who really has achieved something of benefit and value and is now sharing that freely with others. So the focus of this card is definitely about family. It's about home. It's about putting energy into your family and your home and your security, and it's in the extended family, so that all of those around you. It represents things like tradition and also can be sort of talk about your ancestors and your tribe, or your that which is greater than you in the immediate. That sort of that concept of we're all part of something greater, something part of history. And the 10 of Pentacles is wanting to remind us about that and to celebrate that, and that it's important that we share, and we both share our wisdom and knowledge as well as all things that impact the material plane with others around you. And it's also wanting to remind us that life is not just about the short-term benefits and the focus on the short-term. And if you are finding the situation you're working with is sort of in that short-term, it's saying to you, look, pay attention and also be aware of what is in the long-term, particularly since we've got the 2 of Swords coming up, because this is reminding us about our thoughts, the way we're analyzing situations around looking at, there is obviously a decision to be made. So here I think we're very much looking at being mindful between the short-term and the long-term gains in our material achievements, and realizing that sometimes we need to make those choices, or be aware that there are choices to be made. Also, this 10 of Pentacles could be the choices could be around giving. Where shall I give? Where shall I give of my time? Where shall I give of my resources? What's holding me back? Why is the decision feeling kind of difficult? Because as I said, as we move into this middle of the week, this 2 of Swords comes in. Remember, the Swords is about thoughts. It's about analytical. It's about values and beliefs, about all things related to how the mind works. And you might notice this person here is sitting very upright, and there's actually, the waters are quite calm, and the two swords are in perfect balance, but they've got a blindfold. So what's that blindfold about? You know, sometimes the Two of Swords can be saying we're needing to go inside. We're needing to really go inside to understand for ourselves the situation and not get distracted by what others are thinking and feeling in the moment. It also could mean, though, the opposite, which is that we just can't make a decision, that we're feeling blinded by the situation, we're feeling out of control and we don't want to go there, so we just sort of pretend if we hide away, no one will notice and the situation will resolve itself. But as we know, that is not going to happen. So the Two of Swords is definitely about there's a choice that needs to be made and a decision that needs to come with it. You know, and avoiding the decision, even though it may be difficult, isn't necessarily going to resolve it. So to bring about peace of mind and to bring about the most positive outcome possible for this decision, it's about opening your eyes and with full awareness, make the best decision you can, acknowledging what, as best you can, what the consequences of that decision would be in the particular situation. You also might be wanting to ask yourself, well, why is the decision feeling so challenging? You know, what about it is making it feel particularly challenging? Do I need extra information? Is it that, do I need to be more clear about what's sort of my own mind wants to say about the situation? So it's like you might want to ask yourself a few questions. You know, definitely asking questions and engaging the mind is what you're being drawn to do in this particular situation, and doing that sort of in your own time and space, because you'll notice this person is hanging out on their own, taking that time out. So particularly if you're looking at maybe gifting some money or resources to someone in your family, you're being asked to sort of be really thoughtful about what it is that you hope to achieve from that. The Two of Swords is also wanting to sort of talk about reflecting on greater balance in your life, particularly intellectual balance. So it could be that, you know, with this Ten of Pentacles coming in, you've achieved something quite fabulous in your life, but have you achieved all that you wanted to achieve? Or have you achieved things on a physical level? You've been, you know, really busy running around and engaging and building and creating, but you haven't perhaps pursued some of the intellectual pursuits that you would like to do it. The Two of Swords is also, I want to remind you that in whatever particular situation you're working on, be mindful of being diplomatic and weigh up the pros and cons of the situation, because that way you're going to get the best possible outcome you can with this decision that needs to be made. And also I'm just thinking about the fact that we drew the Lovers card as the overarching helper card for this month of May. So as I put that into play as well, that is re-emphasizing that, you know, Lovers card is about balance. It's about a decision needs to be made. So this Two of Swords is saying, you know, there's no point in running away from the decision. You need to make it as best you can. Look towards what you have achieved in the past as perhaps a way to, you know, what's worked before will help guide you in the situation. Look to your family and friends for both wisdom and support as you need, and know that you can make the best decision in this situation, that you have the resources within you. Okay, so as we move into the latter part of the week, we've got the King of Wands. Now we've got a really stately figure here, and he's holding on to his wands and he's looking towards this Two of Swords to both give guidance and passion and the energy that may be needed, you know, to move out of being stuck. It's around, you know, embracing that energy, because this Two of Wands is a real visionary. So perhaps this Two of Wands is saying to you, don't be afraid to go for the vision of something new and different, you know, to sort of see that there can be sort of an ingenious moment in the decision making, that sometimes the decision can show you that it's because the status quo doesn't need to be anymore. There is something better that you can create and build, that sort of bring about that enthusiasm and that energy and that confidence and that optimism into the situation. Because when the King of Wands is here, you know, he says, you know, set yourself a goal, decide on what the goal is, set the goal, and do your best in terms of working towards that goal. You know, look forward to the challenges, knowing that the challenges are a part of about creating something new. That that with respect for others and that deep and knowing of that deep and inner wisdom that we can draw from ourselves, and respecting the roles of others in this situation, we can bring about the best circumstance. So here it's like respecting those around you, valuing your community, valuing those in your family and your friends, and your security. At the same time, know that you need to make up your own mind and follow your heart and go with the decision. That the King of Wands is saying you can do that as long as you stay focused on the goals, the big picture goals, and not get too stuck on the day to day. Because when the King of Wands is here, and I think also with this Two of Swords, an opportunity has come along. And whatever the situation is in your life, there's definitely an opportunity has come along, and you need to, though, engage it and accept the power that comes with it, knowing that with all change and opportunity, there will be some challenges, some decision making that needs to be made, and there will therefore be consequences to the outcome. So I hope you find that incredibly useful. I hope you have a fantastic week. It's the 3rd week of May. Wow, this month is just flying by. If you'd like to have a private reading with me and maybe to look and see what specifically is in energy is around you in specific, or in perhaps enhancing on this particular reading for you, please go to my website, KaraWoods.com, so www.KaraWoods.com. You can also find me on Facebook if you want to send me a message and just say hi, which is Kara Woods Tarot. Please go like my Facebook page, and please like and share and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. So have a fantastic week, and I'm really looking forward to catching up with you next week, which will be the last week of May. All the best to you.